There is a disease in the Miami real estate market. It's called density. Everyone is trying to stack more people into smaller spaces. Developers are shrinking spaces, they're rising prices, they're selling you a lifestyle that really is actually just a congestion. If you're tired of that game, if you're tired of paying $1,500 a square foot to hear your neighbors sneeze, cough, laugh, then this video is for you. Because today we're talking about the antidote to density. We're talking about Southwest Ranches. This is not a market for the flipper. This is not a market for the day trader. This is a market for the empire builder. Let's break down why buying dirt this 2026 is the smartest move you can definitely make. First, let's talk about the moat. Because in business, you want a competitive advantage that cannot be copied. In real estate, that advantage is called zoning. And the town of Southwest Ranches was founded on one principle: stop the concrete. They have strict laws that really mandates large lot sizes, and they resist commercial overdevelopment, which is awesome. That's why Southwest Ranches is one of the greatest places that you can invest. And this creates artificial scarcity. Think about it. In Brickell, 45 minutes away from Southwest Ranches, a developer can knock down an entire building and put up a taller one, hundreds of units. They can create supply out of thin air, literally. Here in Southwest Ranches, supply is capped. God isn't making more land, and the zoning board isn't allowing more subdivisions, which is awesome. And this means your asset is protected from dilution. When you own an acre, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or more acres here in Southwest Ranches, that is rare, extremely rare, and it will stay rare. Now, let's talk about the demographic shift. Who lives here? Well, it's not the transient renter, it's not the tourist. It is the captain of industry, the athlete, the entrepreneur, the businessman that has been building a multi-billion-dollar company. The average household income is over $150,000 easily, but that number is misleading 100%. The reality is much higher. These are people with high disposable income who really value privacy above else. They want a space for their cars, for their horses, space for their families. They want privacy. And this creates a floor on property values. In a recession, luxury condos get dumped first. They are somewhat speculative, but a family compound, a primary residence on a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 acres, people hold on to that. That is why we see a steady, boring appreciation, 3 to 5% a year. It doesn't sound sexy compared to crypto, of course, but it helps you sleep at night. Point number 3, let's talk about the construction arbitrage. This is where the money is made because there is a gap in the market and we can all see it. We have a lot of older homes built in the 90s. They look dated, Mediterranean style, heavy columns, but they sit on magnificent lots. The opportunity is to buy the ugly house on the perfect land. You can renovate it, or you can just scrape it, get rid of it, and build what you have in your hand. And the demand for new construction in Southwest ranches is massive. Buyers want modern glass, they want high ceilings, they want impact windows, and they want a lot of land. They want the Miami Vice look, but with the Yellowstone space. If you can deliver that product, you name the price because there is no competition. Most developers are unfortunately too lazy to build custom homes. They want to build cookie cutter townhouses. They want to build cookie cutter condos. That laziness is your greatest opportunity. Now, let's compare this to the city, Brickell versus the ranches. This is incredible because in Brickell, 45 minutes away from here, you rely on the economy. You rely on corporate migration. You rely on rents. It is a cash flow game. It is high energy. It is high risk. Here in Southwest Ranches, you rely on scarcity. You're banking on the fact that rich people will always want privacy. And as the city gets more crowded, as traffic gets worse, as the noise gets louder, the premium for silence goes up. We're seeing a trend. The executive works in Brickell, but he sleeps here in Southwest Ranches. He wants the commute to be his decompression. He wants to come home to green grass, no concrete, horses, nature all around. So, what's the risk? We must be transparent 100%. Liquidity. This is not a liquid market. It takes longer to sell a 5 million state than a $500,000 condo easily. I mean, we can definitely see that. The buyer pool is smaller. If you need to sell in 30 days, don't buy here. This is, let's call it patient capital. This is for the investor who has a 10-year horizon easily. And yes, of course, insurance. It is expensive, everyone in Florida. But here, you usually don't have HOA fees eating your profit. You spend that money on maintaining your own land. Control. That is the keyword. You control the roof, you control the landscaping, you control the cost, you control everything around you. In a condo, a board of directors controls your wallet. So here's the strategy. We're looking for land deals. We're looking for tear downs. We are looking for sellers who are tired of maintaining the yard. We come in, we acquire the dirt, and we hold, or we build. If you're looking to pour capital outside of the banking system, if you want an asset that can touch, walk on, and enjoy, then Southwest Ranches is the portfolio diversifier you need. So stop competing with the masses in the city. Come out west, where the air is clear, it's pure, it's beautiful, and the equity is stable. Send us a message and let's find your acre.